just found out kind of last minute. King James got stuck over in Dallas and had some things that he had to take care of. But I just figured I'd come and do a little short thing and just kind of talk a little football. My segments this week were the two games that I decided to go with. The final countdown was won by the Atlanta Falcons. The Buccaneers were up by 14, and the Falcons came back and won it by 1 point. Pretty incredible win for them in the last minute. Last second actually field goal that actually won it. So I'm just gonna go over this audio and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit and just kind of go from there. Let me make sure I have the right.
He celebrates with his teammates. Handoff to Cook, dancing, and Cook accelerating.
It's a football thing.
2nd and 1.
Love being called a second.
On a give, Cook slices through, and he takes it in for the touchdown. A silencer from Cook.
So this was kind of interesting because New England was at home. They were actually underdogs at home, which was pretty rare. New England, with their record, actually, they could have actually won the division and sealed the deal with a win over the Bills, but the Bills didn't go away. So that was James Cook going in, I think from 20 yards out, right in the red zone for the go-ahead touchdown. And I don't think the Patriots were able to get it back, but let's listen how it goes down.
Guard who punches and comes up to the second level. It's all about blocking the second level, and then Cook can handle the third level on his own.
How the Bills have turned this around to take a 35-31 lead. 3rd and 12. May delivers, and it's incomplete. Hunter Henry. That's who May was trying to hit.
Yeah, and I was kind of bummed because Hunter Henry has been so great for my fantasy. That would have been a great completion to have for my fantasy, but they basically go 3 and out and turn it back over.
If they get a first down, they could take another 2 minutes off the clock. Swing pass for Johnson. Fighting through traffic. He's not going to get there. Carlton Davis leading the charge for New England.
Put the ball in his hands, 4th and 5.
On 4th down. May steps up. May buys time. It's deflected. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. Joey Bosa gets a piece. So many options here for Buffalo.
Yeah, and so this was pretty much curtains for the Patriots at this point. They gave up the lead, and the Bills in this case, especially if they get any kind of a first down, it's game over.
They need 3 yards. Hand it. Johnson, he slips through for the first down.
At minimum, we want to make them sweat for that a little bit longer.
A sensational come-from-behind victory. The Patriots were trying to win the division here today. The Bills say, not so fast. Buffalo 35, New England 31.
Yeah, so pretty crazy. Like I say, I was really surprised that the Bills actually won that game. I was expecting the Patriots to kind of come through at the end, but it's kind of crazy to see the Bills really have life left in the playoffs. And then let's see, we got the this is the final countdown.
On the ground to the outside into the end zone. Brian Robinson Bijan Robinson for the touchdown. So Robinson puts it in, and all of a sudden the 14-point game is on the cusp of going to 7.
Look at this team. What do they still want to go out and compete? We've seen that on display this entire game. Good job of setting the edge there, and good vision and patience there by Bijan Robinson to bounce that to get it outside.
Bijan Robinson now 15 carries, 76 yards. Came into the game averaging 5 yards per carry, and that's his average so far tonight. Put Robinson in the slot. Cousins looks that way. Cousins throws too high, incomplete. Intended there for pitch. Milk a little clock along the way. 2nd down and 4.
So this was really the turning point in the game, which was really crazy because the Bucks really had this whole game in hand at this point. They're still leading by 8. All they have to do is put together a few drives. And, I was really happy that I started Mike Evans in fantasy. Mike Evans came out strong. I have Bijan as my running back, so he had a great night. So it was for fantasy, this was a great game, especially on Thursday. But it's just, you'll watch the game kind of slips away right about here.
Avoids that sack, throws on the run. Flag is thrown. Jammed it into... Wait, here for some free runs at Herbert the other night.
There it is.
Ooh, 2nd and 10. Pass to the outside is going to be picked off by D. Alford. Give and take.
Yeah, and you could just tell the life kind of goes out of the building right there with that interception because that was intended for Mike Evans, and they were actually moving the ball. So, it was just, if they get a field goal, this game's over at this point. So that was pretty unfortunate.
8:22 in regulation. They get the ball to the Falcons at the 33-yard line. Breaking free. Here he goes again. Down the sideline, picks up about Robinson back and forth. Over the middle, catch made. Pitch, another big one at the 40-yard line. Worked on Parrish.
They converted their last 3.
9 catches for Pitts. Here is Algier. He goes to the 25-yard line on a 1st down. Levante David broke the play up. Cousins throws, caught. Mooney spins, loses the ball. It's out.
See, and that was crazy when that happened. I thought, oh man, here it is. This is the Bucks' chance to just kill him. And somehow one of the Falcons comes diving out of the pile with the ball. Like, he was just like, I got it. It was so hilarious.
Mooney had a 1st and goal at the bottom of the pile. Long way to go. For first, a huge 3rd and goal. Robinson in motion. Cousins goes the other way. Pitch. Can he handle it? They say touchdown.
Smoke. So be it.
Yeah, and see, that was crazy. I cannot believe that they call it touchdown. Like, he got one butt cheek in the end zone. And they called it touchdown. That was crazy.
Can he make it 28-28? Pitch back and forth. Look out. Cousins gets rid of it. Not close. Pressure put on. The heat put on that time. Antoine Winfield. 3rd and 2. Extra pressure. Pass to the outside. Caught. And they split him 2 by 2. Mayfield stepping up. And he's going to try to step away, but can't go very far. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, 4th down. Jesse Bates is the first guy to get in there.
Now, I'm really thinking here that the Bucks are gonna get the 1st down and maintain possession, possibly get a field goal and win the game here. This is what I was thinking right at the 2-minute warning.
Are his go-to targets.
Pitch to the right, coming out of the slot. Cousins down the sideline, caught along the sideline. Mooney comes inside. Cousins sacked back at the 39-yard line.
That ball came out.
43 of Tampa for a 1st. Cousins underneath, going to pick up a few yards here. Pitch working his way close to midfield, but it's a 4th down. Got to get to the 43. Cousins throws, reaching up is Sills. Got it. Mooney able to get out of bounds. And the kick is just inside the left upright. And there's a little celebrating going on in Charlotte, North Carolina right now.
So the reason they're saying that is because the Bucks, with the win, would have basically sealed up the division. But since Atlanta won, there's a lot of teams that are still alive in that division. So Atlanta's still alive and Carolina's still alive. So that's pretty crazy. Couldn't believe they won.
And it all came down to this kick right here. Would it stay inside that left upright? Hit it clean. Hit it great.
And through. So the Falcons last year stunned them on a Thursday night in Atlanta, and they stun them again on a Thursday night in Tampa, Florida. You're right. What a job by that man.
Yeah.
Raheem Morris.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's how it panned out. I could not believe that the Falcons won that game. Like I thought that Tampa looked really dominant, and I thought for sure the Bucks were at home, and you just kind of noticed the life kind of go out of that building once Atlanta starts driving. And I can't remember. I think Diggs is like he was like number 1 or something. So yeah, like Kyle Pitts. I'm sorry. But yeah, Kyle Pitts was like tight end number 1 on the week. Like I think he got like 2 touchdowns and like 200 yards. I don't even remember. It was ridiculous. But so I'm gonna kind of go over kind of how some of the fantasy playoffs went down. It was a really good week for me. I actually won quite a bit in fantasy. I lost the one game where I was defending champion, so that was kind of a bummer. I was kind of hoping because he has Metcalf, and I was kind of hoping that he would, Metcalf would get like negative points, but I don't think that's gonna happen. He would have to get -2 for me to win, so that's not gonna happen. But there was let's see if I could pull up the. Should have been all. Where is that one? So let's see scoring. Yeah, so it's basically showing the available players. I can't believe Shedeur Sanders is available on here, but yeah, it's pretty much over for me in that league anyway. But I did end up winning in this league. I have so this is the one where I have Bijan Robinson and let's see, I have Metcalf going in there. So right now it's 0-0. Steelers really need to beat Miami in this one, but really either team has playoff life if they win. Like Miami's gonna need some help, and the Steelers are gonna need some help tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's that one. This one I'm crushing in. Well, yeah, R.J. Harvey just getting that touchdown pretty much saved his day. But he did have a fumble, 65 yards and a fumble. Well, Jamar Chase didn't have a bad day. He didn't score anything. But had 10 receptions, 132 yards. Yeah, Joe Burrow, man. Oh, man, I feel so bad for people who started Joe Burrow, man. He only had 5.5 fantasy points. That was rough. Drake May did good for me, 20.5. I actually drafted him as my backup, but I'm gonna probably end up winning this one. Let's see on the Dynasty. We got Dynasty going. So I got to get 6 points, 7 points to win. And I think I have Gainwell in here. Yeah, I have Gainwell going. So he's predicted to get 11. Hopefully he gets 7. That would be nice. So yeah, that's in the loser bracket though. This dynasty, I was actually 3rd. So let's see the league. Playoff bracket. So yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna win this one and move on to play the number 2 seed, and then it's looking like the number 4 seed's moving on to play the number 1. So we'll see how that shakes out for next week. But that's week 16, round 2. So got one team made it to round 2. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the first time playing Sleeper. I really like it. I like Sleeper. It's pretty cool app. I actually like both of them. So yeah, so yeah, so it's pretty cool, pretty fun week. You know, fantasy playoffs are so much fun. Had a blast doing it, and I just wanted to say sorry for King James not making it tonight. You know, he usually does a really good job putting together like the graphics and all the stuff. You know, congratulations to, you know, all the teams that made the college playoffs. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, it's just one of those years. You know, I really wanted Notre Dame to be in, and King James really wanted Texas to be in, but it didn't happen. So we'll try to put together a pretty good show for you next week. I had a couple memes lined up and different kinds of stuff that were pretty funny. It was hilarious. There's this, it's probably like a 300 plus lineman, and he's on top of this guy, and he's got his hands out like this, like, I'm not holding him, I'm not doing anything. Oh, it's so hilarious. You can't even see him. But yeah, you know, we really appreciate everyone joining us on Mondays and on Thursdays, and like I say, I'll try to put together a little bit better presentation so that, you know, stuff like this happens, then, you know, I could go ahead and roll the show without a hitch. But we appreciate it. Thanks so much, everyone. Always have a blast doing these, and as always, remember, make every day an easy day. I'm out, guys. Enjoy the game.